So these are the brand new Fastace front forks and rear shock for the Ultra B. We're going to be putting it on my 2025 Ultra B. So this is going to be an install video. You can order this from techniqueq-emx.com and you can get this pair for $1,400. If you're on the island of Oahu, then you can pick these up from Ludaz Bike Works. So the Fastace forks are 850 millimeters of travel and the rear shock being 320 millimeters of travel. The forks feature a new custom oil seal and dust seal, 18 clicks of compression, 18 clicks of rebound dampening, and a harder spring. And it's a direct fit to the stock triple tree and the mud guards. So the rear shock features high speed compression adjustment, 18 clicks, and low speed compression adjustment, 18 clicks, rebound dampening, 12 clicks, and a preload interlocked adjustment rings. It also comes standard with a spring rate of 500. So now we're gonna go ahead and pull the axle out. So now we need to get all of the clips off and everything that holds the brake lines, the caliper. This is a 10 millimeter socket up here. Down here we have a 2.5 millimeter Allen. Down here for the sensor we have a 4 millimeter Allen, and to take off the caliper will be a 6 millimeter Allen, and then right here you have a zip tie. Once those are all off, everything's off, and then we're gonna go ahead and take the 5 millimeter, loosen these two, and this one, and this fork will completely slide out. We're gonna grab the one that has the caliper mount for it and just do everything we just did in reverse. So what you got to do to get this up is just split this gap a little bit using a flathead screwdriver, and then this should go right up inside. It's a little tight, so just opening that up a little bit more is going to help. Yeah, and then it goes right up now. So we are going to go to the first line and go ahead and take this out. And we're just going to tighten this just to get it snug. All right, so now we got that one on, and I'm gonna run mine so that the Fastace logo is facing to the left. Let's go ahead and connect all of these connectors again, back onto it, get the caliper on, and then we'll move over to the other side. For the right side, it's very simple. It's just these two bolts here and that one there, and it slides right out. All right, and now we have both off. So both off, we're gonna go ahead and put this one on. And again, just remember, it's super easy to just put a screwdriver in right here to open up the gap just so that it slides through easier. Yep. Yeah, so use that advice, that works really well. So again, we're gonna go up. There's lines, see there's multiple lines on it. So we're going to the first one right there. And turn the Fastace so that it's in the outward position. Okay, we now have the front wheel on and the front suspension is now totally done. So we're gonna have to take the subframe off the rear. So we're gonna pull the seat off. So now to get the rear subframe off, we're gonna go ahead and take this bolt off here and this one here. There's also two on the other side. This is a 6 millimeter Allen. You are also going to need to take off this small Allen here, which is a 3 millimeter, and there's one on the other side. Now that we have those 6 bolts off, this should come right off. All right, and that's gonna give us way better access. The best way to do this, I have found in my experience, is just to loosen the linkage. So it's gonna be a 14 on the nut side and a 12 on the bolt head side. On this side, on the top, it's just gonna be a 14, and then we can pull the suspension out. So with the triangle up out of the way, and now the linkage is free to move, it's a lot easier to get tools in there. So you'll still need an open end wrench. So 14 on this side, 12 on that side, and then it'll come right off. I'm changing my linkage and my triangle. So since all of this has to come apart anyways, I'm gonna just go ahead and upgrade. All right, now we got the rear shock on, triangle, and a new linkage. It looks good, I like it. So now we got the seat back on and the project is done. So this is the rear covered up here underneath the subframe, and then we got the front suspension. Super easy install. It's not difficult. Just take your time. All right, and the bike sits about the same height from where it was. I mean, I don't know why the height would change. It's about the same. It's just higher quality suspension. So let's go ahead and do a bounce test and see how it feels. It'd be real nice to take this out into the trails here in a few days and see what this feels like, but let's go ahead and just do a bounce test and see what it feels like compared to stock. Yeah, it's noticeably different. I'm gonna do like a 5-hour ride just to break in the suspension, and then I'll go ahead and mess with all the settings and do adjustments. But thanks for sticking to the end of the video. If you haven't already, hit like, make a comment, or if you want, subscribe to my channel. So, all right guys, we'll see you in the next one.